familiar with master property. So to be able to select a master property. So for instance, if you were going in as a property manager and below each property manager had subsequent McDonald properties, that would be the parent and child or master property relationship. In Service Autopilot's V3, the verbiage or the terminologies is just a little bit different. So I want to make a quick video to explain the difference between a master property and parent, child, and sibling services inside Service Autopilot. So I'm going to hop over here and pop my screen open so everyone can see it and go in and dive in and talk about the difference of your master and child services. So as we're in the new look of V3 here, this is the client's screen. And you can tell that by active right here. If it was a lead, it would actually say lead. What we're going to do is go under the Edit tab and pull up the details here. So when we go down to related accounts on the other area here, this is where we find the parent, sibling, and child relationship. So I will be honest, at first I did not understand this. And I visually had to see it. So what I've done is actually created a bit of a flow chart here for everyone to see and understand. So originally what we had is our main parent service. So this is your client that I'm on. Beneath that, we would have a subsequent service. So if we were in, and I'm actually going to pull up another version of this if I can here. And that didn't work pulling up the URL, but let me pull up this account here again for us. Well, I guess obviously it may not even be needed, but the idea here is when we add an account, you basically have the main account underneath it. You can associate to a master property. Most people are aware of that in V3. Now, when we're on the actual account here, instead of having that option, we can go in and add a related property, and we can add either a parent service to this or a child. So a child is going to be the same thing as associating to the master property up above. So this account is going to become the child of the test account I already have open. Now you're probably wondering, what is a sibling account? Because that was my point of confusion, to be honest with you. So what we needed to do then is take a look at this chart here. So the master Acme property management would be the child. So McDonald's number 1 would be the child. And then as I added additional McDonald's 1, 2, and 3, and so on, they would be siblings of this here. So this is your child and sibling relationship. So the idea is if you had a property management company and there was 3 different McDonald's locations, the McDonald's would be a child and you'd associate the 3 McDonald's as siblings of each other. That's the main way that that breaks out in the system. So if I had automation test here as a client, this is going to be a child of the original test account here. And then we're going to save it. So now that we have that, we can go back in and select for automation test. And I believe this is the actual account here. When we go back under the edit tab of automation test and go to account or related accounts, we can indeed see that it is a child of the Mike test account. Now underneath that, there's no siblings. And we added Kevin on our team as a child of that account earlier in a testing situation. So just to be clear, your main client is the parent, and the first one down is a child or several, and they have a sibling relationship. So if you wanted to bunch all the McDonald's together as similar properties underneath the parent, that's the child with sibling relationship. The sibling is the 3 McDonald's are related to each other. So an easier way to look at it is you've got your master property, your parent, and then you have sub property 1, 2, and 3. That's the relationship outside of the software terminology. So hopefully that helps, but that is going to be your parent, child, and sibling relationship in Service Autopilot version 3.